These are the privileges and the powers of a magus, and first are recited the 7 grand privileges. Aleph. He sees God and is able to commune with the 7 genii around the throne. Beth. He is above the influence of all pains and fears. Gimel. He has authority over high spiritual powers and can command infernal forces. Dalet. He is the master over his own life and can influence the lives of other men. Hey. He can never be taken unawares, nor weakened, nor overcome. Vow. He understands the reasons for the present, the past, and the future. Zayin. He holds the secret of what is meant by the resurrection from the dead. The 7 major powers are: Chet, the power of making the philosopher's stone. Tet, the possession of the universal medicine. Yod, the knowledge of the mode of perpetual motion and the quadrature of the circle. Kap, the power of changing any base matter into gold. Lamed, the ability to coerce wild beasts and to charm serpents. Mem, to possess the notarial art and to have universal knowledge. Nun, the power of discoursing with knowledge and learning upon any subject, even without previous study. The 7 minor powers are: Samek, to know in a moment the hidden thoughts of any man or woman. Ayin, to compel anyone to act with sincerity. Pei, to foresee any future events which do not depend upon the will of a superior being. Zadi, to give instantly wise counsel and acceptable consolation. Kof, to be always calm and content in the most grievous adversity. Resh, never to feel love or hatred unless it is designed. Shin, to possess the secret of constant wealth and to never fall into destitution or misery. These privileges are the final degree of human perfectibility. These are open to attainment by the elect, by those who can, by those who would never abuse them, and know when to be silent. Tau. In conclusion, Magi can control the elemental forces, calm tempests, heal the sick, and raise the dead. But these things are sealed with the triple seal of Solomon. Initiates know of them, this is sufficient. As to other persons, whether they deride you, or whether they are overcome with fear at your audacity, what matters it to you? Do not ally yourself either in affection or interest with anyone who is not an earnest student of the higher life, unless you can completely dominate him, and even then be sure that you either recompense or chastise him according to his deserts. For the profane person hears many truths, but understands none. His ears are large, but have no discretion. The profane passes his life in giddy risks, deluded with vain desires, listening to imaginary promptings, and with his eyes fixed on fancied sights. You may think he is pleased with your aims, but the truth is he is absorbed by his own follies. The profane has no appreciation of the truth, and feels no real affection. The profane is imprudent and shameless. He discloses things which should be kept concealed, and attracts to himself brute forces which may devour him. That which he most neglects is himself. He wears his vices as a blazon, but they are ever-present burden to him. Yet he does not recognize that they are a constant source of weakness. Make it a definite rule of life to always avoid 1. Such as are ever judging and condemning their parents, who despise their fathers and have no true affection for their mothers. 2. All men who show no courage, and all women who have no modesty. 3. Those who do not maintain their friendships. 4. Those who ask for advice and then do not take it. 5. Those who are never in the wrong. 6. Those who are always seeking the impossible and who are obstinately unjust to others. 7. Those who, when danger is present, seek only their own safety. All such persons are neither worthy of your confidence nor of your love. Fear contamination from them, avoid them. Yet even as you yourself must also avoid the follies of life, be careful not to put yourself in an attitude of superiority to the conditions of existence merely from a false pride, and never stoop to debase yourself to the level of the brute creation. Rise above the common ways of life, and never become the slave of custom or conventionality. Treat the habits of ordinary life as others treat the weaknesses of childhood. Amuse the crowd to prevent personal injury, but never address it except in parables and enigmas. Such has been the mode of conduct of all the great masters of magic, and in such an attitude there is wisdom.